Florida State star defensive lineman Marvin Wilson disputed that new Seminoles coach Mike Norvell reached out to players individually to discuss last week's death of George Floyd in Minneapolis, and Wilson said he and his teammates would not be working out until further notice. During an interview with The Athletic earlier this week, Norvell said he had a lot of open communication with his players and went back and forth individually with every player this weekend. And that was something that was important to me because this is a heartbreaking time in our country, Norvell said, according to The Athletic. You see hate and you see discrimination. You see some of the acts that have occurred. I mean, it's a problem. And it's something that we have to stand together and we have to work to get it fixed. In a tweet early Thursday morning, Wilson disputed that Norvell had one-on-one discussions with players and said Florida State players received only a generated text from Norvell. This is a lie and me and my teammates as a whole are outraged and we will not be working out until further notice, Wilson wrote. Florida State Athletic Director David Coburn confirmed the football team met Thursday. Coburn was making a scheduled appearance on a call with the school's board of trustees later Thursday when he spoke about the online meeting. He described it as open and candid. I believe we are moving on there, Coburn told the board. Norvell and Wilson couldn't immediately be reached for comment on Thursday. According to The Athletic, Norvell told reporter Tashan Reed, I'll continue to share with our guys the platform that they have and the opportunity that is there for them to make a difference, to be an influence and to be able to impact our country in a positive way by the overall mindset and approach of how we treat people to how we respond in situations. I told these guys just how grateful I am to be a part of this journey with them because they are the future. Floyd, a black man, was killed last week in Minneapolis after Derek Chauvin, a white police officer, kneeled on his neck for more than 8 minutes. Floyd's death sparked protests against police brutality and racial injustice throughout the country over the past several days. Florida State defensive end Jamarcus Chatman, offensive lineman Darius Washington and cornerback Isaiah Bolden shared Wilson's tweet, as did Clemson defensive end Xavier Thomas and Duke defensive end Drew Jordan. FSU players returned to campus Monday for voluntary workouts after a 3-month absence because of the coronavirus pandemic. Wilson, a senior from Houston, is the No. 9 prospect overall and No. 1 defensive tackle on ESPN NFL draft analyst Mel Kiper Jr.'s 2021 big board. Wilson had 8.5 tackles for loss and 5 sacks in 9 games before suffering a season-ending hand injury in 2019.